us prayers so we can continue the program. Maling, is he with us? Maling in week will go there when you're when I will program on the job.
May I have your attention, please? Yes, it's about the time to start. We really a little bit late, but we have to start with the prayers. And therefore, I need to each and everyone to come in. Could you show that then? It was children or other. Baro, we wouldn't be near mine. We wouldn't book on the knowledge. What you were then a buna. It were around that I put Christian, he do it. I think. Okay, now what the actually. Cô quên cái trận đẹp như thế này cho dài. Nên là cảm ơn anh quên bán kia lối. Là khi ra nó quên trên bùa rồi mà nó bị cho đấy. Cái tình cái là khi đôi là quên nhà đi đấy nó. Loài lóc quên. Cái đồ hoa đó. Bữa nào cho ra cái thua cái loài ra nó bên dùng lòng cái nó sẽ bao nhiêu rồi cái này chứ không là đã xí nó bún thế nó gọi là này lùi cái cá bún qua ra là chứ có lên với cho khi mà lên vào xe cho pít mà lên vào cái rô của ngay chủ cái ai chả bây giờ cô của về rô với có cái liềm bún gió của bún nhà lấy của rô của bố cái này vai trả lời rô nhà linh mà đo luôn bài này Jesus Christ rồi này chú lê nín của bài này chú lê mungkin wamu kerun chỉ lại qua call ken của cái đó bên của cha khi nó cha thì mình nằm ở cái bố về ở Canada man kino ben mani meten pane Calgary yakon koy ko wi ja ba wan me de bay di province ko gi ko ja chol ga cha de yal go koy ko ga bo ran me di de province kenich ko ja te ga yo we ko ja be de yal go me du na ke re ke tin ken na le yo gi na pe Queen chọn khu na cho ba mình ligo chú ni mặt bố ken bố cái chuyện mặt của bố các cút riêng thì của gia na mình nhỉ bố các coi các ken là riêng của gia na các vấn mam ke các vấn bị bị cái rồi cái ni nhali inepia của ini Kurin kunam ni ni ri ni si ni du chen to ta ro ni si no nyar kunawan chu rai ba lo chi wa di ku ma di da che lo be do da ku chen po chin ko cha ko ta ni chi nu ben be tu ku ben ba to tim tri yu ko ku ben ro ku pie rin kwa ko kai rai rin ku do ben be kam na ke yi cái này mua thì nó nhà rồi phải cái cái gì cái những nhà lịch nhà ấy quen đủ quen cái gì bên cái này cái đuôi hiện tháo thì mình chính cái điện nhà ấy cái là đi này nó chứ bằng quen rồi cái doa cái trên cái coi những cái nhìn quên pin ai chỉ lo phải đâu cái mình cái gam thế nó cái quen nhà đấy cái in cái phố bây giờ quay pin quay chu tu et ye go kom ni re rot ku chiang pa ku ye go ni rin ni che to tan ni rin chon ni ku bura ni ar kan kwa ku che we re wo ku che we de ku po de ran do la a ke wo e wa ro ko ja won chi cha ko ta pin ku ni aro ko ben ko to ni ina chu le ku in chale ki cho len ku ba long di kan bi ngai to ke do ni kan ni to ten ku bu loi pya la bo ku kin kai ko te don ke ni bi ben ke ni don ke ko bo pya la bo ku ma ro pyo ku kin bu akuri shabab ke mi ni ngir bu ko rin da twen ene ke ne wi ku ene ka ma nya ka ro de ne wi ke ne la pyo ne to tin we chu we bi ni ben buru ko ni den ku bero ko de chie panani ginu bero ko na ya e ni chu le buru ka a chu jwa nu ni jwa ko e bai na Yesu Kristo ya amen.
Anyways, Alish, we got you program that took your care a little bit late. طبعا مش انا glad weekend ato we ko ay wonji ben ga ju bele ben ju ben we program go within today a program you will go you the support long you Sudan la at 28 state kunta in Sudan we will you the support them Uran and co-founder then Jaben way into details that June Yapal tonight Jaben way so I get a thing got you late you look at about a week you Sudan you don't in South Bay long peace and then I want to walk Rabbit, it do right, rather it right, but got the one check a yapping, he a yapping, did cake about that deal walk about got you Sudan, I shoot you Sudan, I get up got away. I'm moving on Jaguar, I went tonight to lay a very good and jotting found a job. Jabel into depth. Jabel explained reason told Chopin tonight. Yeah, I'm going to Jabel I wake and short ball. Ball my job, monthly. So again, they go job the twin. Because I'm going to play exactly reason Chopin on tonight. Jabel anyway.
Hello, good evening, everybody. We welcome you tonight. Behalf of Youth for Peace Next Generation Bureau, it's been a while, and I know we got a lot of our volunteers, some family issues that didn't show up, and been cancelled for 3 times due to what happened to the community. And I welcome you on behalf of Youth for Peace Next Generation Bureau, those who came from far away, Regina, Edmonton, and some came from Brooks, and those who made it in Calgary. I really appreciate your coming here to attend this event. It's been long due. Our aim and the vision of Youth for Peace Next Generation is a charity which we want to build youth to be leaders and be community role model for the futures. Without youth are like a root. You cannot live without roots, and that is what happening. Without youth, you cannot see the whole people. And youth are the backbone of the community. every time. And we seen here in our community it's been painful. Youths are the one who dying, and it's really painful because we are killing like thousands of trees a year. That will happen in our community. It's like that. And this program, we want to build basketball courts and soccer ball facilities back home. And also here to defend how our program going to go. And I will stop my speech here. And I really appreciate, this is the first time here in Calgary, but hopefully next year or somewhere, we do this like at least once a year. It's not something we do it every day or every month. And we appreciate your attendance, and I really appreciate those who show up to come, singers. Papa Joel came from Australia, he's with us today to share us. We really appreciate his attendance. And those who made it far away from different all artists, like Bonis Mulwan made it in Edmonton, folk, and on the music is Queen of Trinidad, she made it from Regina. And the other people who are still on the way, I really welcome you, and let us have fun tonight, and thank you for your coming.
Anyways, now we have a little bit of details what's happening, what the event is for. Now I have to speak English because earlier, this event is for all South Sudanese. So as we know, English is our first language. And since we know now exactly this is for you, for all South Sudanese, it is saddening that we know in South Sudan, the populations of youth is about 60-something% in our country. And yet, youth seem not to have a very good future. And with the politics that's happening, we are getting used as a weapon in our country. Youth are the ones that are picking up the guns, fighting and dying. So if we have some sort of fundraising event or some sort of charity that is happening here to at least enlighten our youth in South Sudan, please, let's try to support these kind of charities because they actually do a big difference. Because youth really love sport. And that's what they look up to in South Sudan. I was there just a few months back. If you look at it, you get up around noonish, late noonish, 3 or 4 o'clock, you should see the excitement of youth when they go to play soccer, because that's soccer or basketball or whatever, because that's the only thing they look up to have fun. So anyways, everybody, let's carry these words out and support this kind of charity because they do positive things. They do positive things to our young people back home. Okay? So now, as we carry on, let's have a song. Let's have one song. Okay? Let's have one song and let's just dance. And then we can carry on with our program. I'm really sorry we're gonna have to squeeze things in together. So forgive us. Okay, after the song, we'll have Maulana to give us a few words so we can at least understand, because he's once with the youth. So Maulana will come. Maulana Dole. Maulana Dole again will come after play the song. Okay, Maulana, please come join us. Malaysia.
Well, I don't get a good look by it. We're going to make a more, but it's a young guy. I just want to encourage the youth. But of course, when you chabab, a polar can go with you by. We will carry a benefit on what I pay cash. In a lot of European category, would go. For any color, I would say, when you went to Brennan, what is about Ben encouraged. But in other things, because about that, I think information in Kila here, your work area give it a challenge. The Belgian and not the Jala, they are quite a whole community, we go away there. There are a lot of Croatian, quite good, they will talk to you, quite good idea. The medical room for Apple, I'll be at Jackie, as you do. For thank you, which you were to load back then. Yeah, can use, regardless of the program, in which the law, Colonna dance, my fruit quite bendy. What I would by Johnson and Canadian, and been quite a Jackson, Canadian Balo, quite the Ben, including me, where actually the real Jim Calgary. Where and a bit more part of the other yob. Now, look at Yoxilla, Kayla Bagan. Shall we ban Yam? Continue, thank you very much.
Our DJ is setting up some good song for us. In the meantime, let's just try to squeeze in a few words from our brother, Mr. God. Seems you're one of us, you're one of a young leader in our community. We'd love to hear a word from you, brother.
As what you can see by now, my voice is kind of like going low from door knocking and getting out the vote. But the best thing that every time a lot of people want to hear from you, and a lot of people actually the fact that to be called a youth, it's an honor. And to stand up here, it is an honor, and it is humbling when you see youth activities are coming through right now. I feel like this is a momentum. This is the start. Most of the time, a lot of youth, as what Molano was saying here, where's the youth? The first question that we used to have before is that the youth were back in the corner. Every time when there were a party that happens, a lot of youth are sitting outside. So when we see actually the youth initiatives, those are the best start. And the reason why they're the best start is that now we can learn from the youth what are the perspective. Being a youth by myself, I think is something even special to me. And I wish I could even see all, yeah, and the youth is not all about partying, that's true. I think there's a lot of things that are better than that. But it is saddening when you look here and you look into a different perspective and you see only a couple of people. I believe this whole shouldn't be felt by youth and only, because this is a start. It should have been felt by all the elders, all the community elders. And the reason being is that we need support. When the youth do something, I think you have to lift them up. And to lift somebody up, they can't just start walking. They're going to start crawling. So they always need some people to hold their hands up and give them the motivation and empowerment. I I would definitely encourage, those things to see them happening. And of course, there's something that might have happened that get people out. Maybe that's the information. But our brother worked in Charlie. I saw him since July or June, spending around and, taking flyers around. And I think those are the empowerments that we need, for people to start saying, hey, let's give those youth a chance. I feel great. I think a lot of people, I received phone calls, and to get back to where I was so happy, the fact that our elders called me. And the first thing that was in my mind is to tell me, hey, sorry, you lost, next time you will run again. That's the first thing that I had in mind. But most of the people that actually called me, they start saying, hey, we won, you are a winner. And that kind of got me to back where I was. And I started asking myself, how come 864 vote means a winning? And I just got it. The more the days goes by, I just started understanding what it means. And for that, I really thank the community for standing up and for also showing the support. But that couldn't have happened. I think we go back to the to the youth and women's. And to start with the women's, I think you start seeing them following up in most of the perspective. And they're the one who usually get affected by youth actions. And when we talk about youth are our futures, it's because what happened today with them happens tomorrow, and the consequences that happens today. Last time when we were talking about strays of bullets that happens in the hall, I think everybody was actually scared. And they said, it's a near miss. But when do we have to worry about those near miss? Because until now, I think there's a lot of things that have never been solved with the youth issues, with the youth crime rates. And they're not crimes really. It's sometimes that those are somebody in the bad time, in the bad zones. So those are the things that we have to really look at if we wanted to assist youth. How can we assist them? And we have a great wisdoms. We have a lot of intellectuals. We have a lot of things that we can offer that could actually deliver the youth. And the key word is simple, is the empowerment. I think whenever a youth want to do something, let's stand by him, stand by his side, and support him. That's something that I was definitely, I saw it from the community, and I would like us to keep going with it. But for the most importantly, I think, we need to solve those issues. A lot of cases that have never been solved. So I think sometimes we have to start within to see how can we solve those issues and how can we help you. And if we believe that those are our generations, we have to start right now. I really love it because one of the things when I was speaking, I literally saw this young man. I think he was from the start, from when we used to play DJ, when we used to talk, he was always active. And you could see where he's going. 10 years from now. So when we see those kids in our community, is how can we mentor them? How can we support them? And of course, back to the point today, which is the sport. I think sport is the only one common language that we can definitely agree on. So let's do our part. And whoever came here, a lot of people might look around and say maybe 100, maybe 50, but one of you guys, every one of you guys that came here actually worth even 100 people, because by the time you've been here means a lot. And the fact that you are here, it means that this is the start, that you can always be there. I usually take the journey like a train, It always starts with an engine, then we add in blocks as what we go. And those are even greater than one engine. I think we have a huge thing that we can start from. And even to give back, I think we could say to Mr. Deng, this is a good start. And don't give up, and let's give the hope. And from the empowerment, looking in the back in the corner, I think we have a lot of people, we have Australian, we have Regina. Those are the long distance. So what happened to the Calgarians? Why we're not here if those people came from long distance? I think we have to come back and start facing our realities. And when we face our realities, at the end of the day, let's go back and actually start working on things. If we wanted to really help the youth, let's stand up as a one community. As what he said, everything here is about South Sudanese youth, so how can we move South Sudanese because like they are the only one common language. If we give them that language, I think they will be empowered, and I think they could do more. One takes so much time here, because the more I get into different steps, the better I get a chance, and I start speaking about different things, and I can continue until tonight. Maulana, it looks like he took only 1 minute today, so that's an interesting. I usually get a lot of laughter from him, and I got only one laughter. So that leaves us with two of our elders, and they might even get more laughters. The best key word is to hear their advices, because we do need all the elders to be between us, and they give us advice. And even from them, this is the moment that I could also tell them thank you. They were the first people that called me on the phone and give me advice, and for that I thank them. Let's move on, and let's bring that generation. Bills within the youth are our generations, so let's start that step. Thank you so much for being here. On behalf of youth, I think I feel empowered. And every day I come and standing in front of you, I feel like already I won. I won the battle, I won the journey. And you know, all these organizations and not-for-profit, we want to see more of them. We want to see 10 times. So let's do it. Thank you so much for the time. And for the opportunity.
All right, thank you, brother. Some of us got to support you there during your elections, and some of us didn't. But thank you for your encouragement. Now we would love to call Maulana Girmadu to give us 2 words. So let's try to make it a little bit shorter because we against the time. So thank you.
Good evening to everybody. I would like to give special thanks to the youth organization, and I would like also to thank the old people who give their time today to come in to support youth. Today, I think we have a lot of challenges. Those 2 months, there is a lot of crisis and there is a lot of occasions. So this is, I think, is reason now the attendance is not in the way we were expected. But I would like to say you have to go ahead, because the baby, if it starts to walk, will fall down and will still going on until to get strong to move normally. The new organization or any things you want to do, you will face a lot of challenges. So don't give up, keep going on. There is a time you will lose the money, and there is a time you will gain the money. So this project is a unique project because the basketball is an entrance of the unity that will bring the people together to love each other. We are strong in many areas. We know to speak very well. We know to fight very well. And it's difficult to us to work together. So keep on this. There is a day you will feel happy. For example, Gar, he was trying to run for the position of councillor. This now, he knows exactly where the areas that is supposed to go through and what is the challenges. And we are expecting you will try this year and next year maybe you will be success. Don't give up also. Knock the door and you try to learn. You will learn from difficulties, you will get success. Without commitment, you will not get success. You have to commit yourself to work very hard on whatever you try to achieve it. You will not achieve anything without making your effort to get it. Today the most of us, we will support you morally because of a lot of challenges. You are not lucky today. to have this time, but maybe next time you will be lucky to get what we are expecting. So thank you so much. One day I told you anymore. Kaya ni mau yang kabar, and bicara cara cek.
Thank you. I just, sorry everybody, the music's just gonna be like 1 more minute. I'd love to call on Maulana Riyak to give us another 1 to 2 words.
Yeah, by the way, let us not make it as a forum where we will talk too much, but there is a reason why elders are very important to be given chance so that they can convey some messages. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who have managed to come tonight, and what I would like to say with regard to the youth organization, yes, as the elders, the most of the things that we were actually expecting from youth is activities to do with those kind of activities. And we are really very thankful this year. We have seen the move of youth, starting from the new, our new politician is from youth. Actually, he's trying to contest for a councillor position, but unfortunately he did not win. But nevertheless, we say yes, this is we have already won. We have already won for one reason, to see someone from us is trying to contribute in building a new country that is actually recognized diversity of the people. And therefore, this is the word of encouragement that we would like to tell new generation to be involved in such activities, whether politically or socially, or activities like this kind of thing. So for me, I don't want to waste the time, but I would say we as the elders, we are in a country where we expect youth to do something, because all jobs that are done here, the most people that are very energetic, they are youth, that the people that can work in warehouses, that the one that can get the money more than elders. And therefore, in such an occasion, you don't expect elders to contribute anything, because we are jobless. If we were in Southern Sudan, the title that you are saying, Maulana Riyaga Tem or Maulana Gima, who would have contributed more. And therefore, to be short, I would like to say thank you for the chance that is given to me. Thank you to everybody who managed to come tonight. And in conclusion, I will go ahead, but days are not ending. There will be a time that you will come to make another party where you will be able to succeed. So thank you so much, and keep up. Thank you.
So anyways, it's time for us to get up and stretch a little bit. So listen, yeah.
I'm Yeah.
Anyways, go away what to Yama, but don't go away you buy. And I'm John Wick and Madame John Bonner. One is which I have been, go to a room, mother.